In this video, which will be 3 to 5 minutes long, I'm going to show you how simply with a laser machine and your printer you can create laminated products. First of all, we're going to divide the work into two main parts, okay? First will be the design portion, which we'll do in Canva. That's an application available for both your cell phone and your computer. It's completely free to use. There's a paid version, but it's not necessary for what we need. And the very first thing we'll have to do is upload the image that we're going to. But it needs to be without a background. I mean, it needs to be transparent, okay? It needs to have a transparent background, a PNG background. For that, what I did was go to this website, remove background, and I uploaded the image, removed the background, downloaded it, and now from the upload files option here in Canva, I've just finished uploading the image. The first step is this one I just mentioned to you, which is very straightforward. Yes, we have the image right here in Canva. What I'm going to do now is come over to the tool section and then select the I'm gonna come here to the fill part. I'm going to remove the fill and I'm going to select over here on the line. I'm going to select this particular type of line and then I'll set its line thickness to 2. What I'm going to do right now is enlarge this specific rectangle so that the photo, the actual image, remains completely inside the boundaries of this rectangle. And we are creating this particular rectangle because it will later serve as a crucial guide for us to properly frame our entire work and to ensure that the laser cuts precisely where we intended to. Do you see that I'm trying to select the image and it just won't let me? This is happening because the image is actually behind the rectangle. So what I'm going to do is select the rectangle, then I'll go to the position section, I'll send it to the back, and now finally it will allow me to select the image. Once we have done this, the next step is the following. You'll have to come after you have successfully selected the image. You will then need to go to the editing section. We'll go over to the shadow section and then we'll need to select the line and we're going to increase the thickness of the line itself.
Something more or less like that.
We're probably going to change the color of this later. So now we have completed the section in Canva. We are going to save the PDF document and then we will import it into Lightroom. Once we have successfully entered Lightroom, we will then proceed to press Ctrl-Line to import the entire project. This one right here in the pose. And so you can clearly see that I have several different lines appearing on the screen. This particular one, which is highlighted here in black, is the main rectangle that we initially created. And it's going to serve as our primary reference point for everything else. And then this other one, which is displayed here in a distinct red color, equally I'm going to ungroup this first, but what's in red is actually the size of an A4 sheet, which is not useful for us. We're just going to keep the image and the rectangle that we made. Now we're going to select the image.
We are going to trace out the outline.
I delete the image. Ctrl U to ungroup all of these individual strokes.
And I'm going to keep only the outer outline. I'm going to select it. I'm going to apply an offset. I'm going to select the offset inwards option and I'm going to leave it roughly approximated 1.5 millimeters. What I'm going to do now is to completely remove the entire external contour. And now I'm going to select these two elements right here and then I'll press Ctrl G to group them. I'm going to print out the PDF that we just finished creating and then I'll show you the next step. For this, I'm going to be using photographic adhesive paper. Okay, it's glossy.
And I'm going to print this document on the printer.
An Epson continuous ink system printer, nothing more than that. One thing I forgot to tell you before printing is that in this case You see, we used black for the border color. Once we've already traced the outer contour in line 1, we're going to change the color. We can choose any color we want. Well, yeah, in this case, I'm going to leave it in white color. And for that, you just need to go to the shadow section. And here, in the part that is black in color, we're going to choose white. It can be red or brown, whichever you prefer. Alright, Kaite, now I'm going to save the file once more. It's really important that we don't alter any of the measurements, and then we'll proceed to print. The very last step before we cut will be to carefully measure the length and the width of the rectangle on the actual printout, and then we'll adjust here to reflect what the true length and width of that print are.
The thing that happens is that when I actually go to print this, my printer tends to reduce the overall dimensions by about 3 or 4 millimeters. So I'm going to have to make all the necessary adjustments right here as well. Obviously, I'm going to
As you saw, I only cut out the adhesive backing of the sticker. Why did I do this, you ask? Because if I were to glue the sticker directly onto the wood or the MDF and then cut it, the edges here would, the edges being white, would get filled with resin and turn yellow. So I'm going to finish designing this project now. Most likely I'm going to make a key holder, and then I'm going to do another project where I will print, I'll stick the adhesive onto the MDF, and I'll cut along the edge. And the piece will come out complete, the finished piece. So I'll show you how the result turns out.
And now what I'm gonna do is apply glue all along the entire edge so that when it's cut it won't come apart due to the heat. And once I've done that, I'll send it off to be cut, and then the project will be finished.
Well then, alright.
This painting was the very last one I completed. I modified the image using artificial intelligence technology. I transformed it into a Pixar style illustration. Then I painted the picture frame a solid black color. And this one here is essentially the same, but the key difference is that I preserved the original image.
If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe guys, give it a like and activate the notification bell to know when I upload new content. So I'll see you in the next video.